Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community here because of your kindness. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Excuse me. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works best for you. But we've got all kind of good questions from you today, so we will be jumping right in. Hello. All right. Speaking of the debate, Coral, I was going to I was going to come on at top of the hour, and then I remembered I had started a graphic, so I pulled this together quickly. Right, ta-da! With the best information I've got. So today is Sunday, the 8th. On Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, this is going to be the debate between our future president, Kamala Harris, in my opinion, and staggering more on Donald Trump. That will be Tuesday in Philadelphia at the National Constitution Center. These are specifics about it. It's going to be a 90-minute debate. I'm going to be live here. We're going to watch it together. I know that there are some other places online who are going to run this live, but like Midas Touch, I don't have 4 million subscribers, so the chat's a little bit more manageable. So if you want to show up here on Tuesday night, we can get through it together. I will be right about here on the screen, small, doing my usual emotional mime thing, that kind of stuff, like an adult. Anyway, it's going to be 90 minutes long. There are going to be two commercial breaks. No audience in the room. Moderated by David Muir and Lindsay Davis. Microphones will be muted when the other person is speaking. Only moderators can ask questions. They did a coin flip to see who would, what order they would give closing statements. Trump won that coin toss. So he's going to offer his closing statement last. Harris selected the right podium position on screen, i.e. stage left. I thought it was, I've never been in the theater, so I guess stage left is from the performer's perspective. That would make sense, I guess. All right, anyway, that's what it said in the article. There'll be no opening statements. Closing statements will be 2 minutes, and each candidate will be allowed 2 minutes to answer each question with a 2-minute rebuttal and an additional minute for a follow-up, clarification, or response. So, any questions you've got about the debate? Ta-da! And thank you, Alan. Thank you. Thank you. I agree, Deborah Johnson. It does need to be moderated by that anchor in Colorado. I'm sorry. Bless. Sorry about that. Bless whoever needed that emergency vehicle. Bless you. Okay. Sorry. All right. So now you've got the information. Okay. All right. Let's go back to this and your questions. All right. Okay, so we're starting at number 1 at 4 minutes 40 seconds in. I was talking to Sarah about this, and her comment was, "What the French toast?" It seems Trump is now threatening his political opponents with, quote, long-term prison sentences, unquote. in his latest unhinged post. In a post titled Cease and Desist, which is the much worse and lesser known Metallica song, Trump is promising to bring charges against not only political rivals, but also voters, lawyers, and election officials, whom he accuses of, quote, unscrupulous behavior, unquote, from both the 2020 election and now. Says they will face, quote, long-term prison sentences, unquote, when he gets back into office. Well, dude, I've got more than 2,000 videos. Come at me, bro. I have 2,000. I have over 2,000 videos saying that you are the walking embodiment of all 7 deadly sins. You are a stain upon our history, and you have no business being outside of prison. You want to put me in prison for that? You want to take me to do it? Anyway. Yeah, exactly, Chris Cool. What a campaign promise. Isabel Moss, you are wise. He is afraid, very afraid. That is true. So, will there be any fallout or... Thank you, Sharon. Panic, unhinged. He can't hold on to concepts as well as he used to, and it's panicking him. Because boy, coming down aging is kind of the ultimate chronic illness, isn't it? And even the most, and I know from experience, there's nothing that can prepare you for chronic illness. It just, it can be brutal. And he has no coping skills, and he has raging narcissism. So weakness, not going so well. He does get up there in front of his sycophants, but there are fewer of them. And he knows it. He's trying to do the power of positive thinking kind of thing. Alexa Gibson says he is almost 80 years old, though. What do you mean, though? Just let me know, because I want to understand your position, please. So, yeah, but there are fewer of them, and he does know that. He is burdened. The legal stuff is going forward. This doesn't feel like retreat. This feels like being on the campaign trail, having to go, having to be there, having to wait, hurry up and wait. Because you've got to get on the plane, and you've got to get in the car, and they've got to go the distance, and they've got and he's going up there and doing his what's left of his razzle dazzle, and it's not going well. He's panicked. I'm not getting him. He's not going to get back into. I could always be wrong. I've never said I'm 100% correct. Never. I actively say I am not. No one who does this kind of stuff. None of us are gods. None of us are omniscient. Now, I do believe we are all connected. I believe our souls are all connected. I believe we are connected to the divine. I believe there is a collective energy we can read on. But I've never seen, I've never seen this guy winning in 2024. Holly and Friend says, for dementia sufferers, the worst part is in the beginning when they're aware of what's happening to them. Dorian says, I think he comes off like a predator. Oh, yeah. Oh, he is. So you're going to What is this going to have any? Is it going to? Does anybody care? This just makes him feel better. It just lets him vent his spleen that his narcissism run amok. That's all that is. And yeah, if he can take away people's rights and hurt them, yeah, why wouldn't he? Because he's Trump. That's electoral silence. Not a lot of votes. Mainly, he actually wants the money more than he wants the vote. Well, he wants to stay out of prison, but he wants money more than he wants a vote. And yeah, you have awakened the Democrats. We tend to be. Looks like the screen's flickering a little bit. Let me see if I can fix that. Democrats, we do tend to be a little live and let live. We've got stuff to do. We don't want to mess with you. You know. If I turn this up here, does that help? Does that make it flicker less? Sorry. I know that can bother some people. So there, I'll just leave it like that. Is it still flickering? Just let me know if there's something wrong with the picture. Okay. I don't want to give anybody a headache. So, hello, Salty Jim. Yeah, Democrats, we tend to be very live and let live. We're not looking for, we're not expecting villains because we got stuff to do, you know? And, but once we're aware of the villains, once we can see what's happening, yeah, exactly, Kelly, not going back. Exactly. GM Dave's here. Nothing wrong with the screen here. Good. Hello, Dave. I haven't seen you in a minute. Alexa Gibson says, I also think we like to have peace. Yes. Yes, that's a good way to put it. Serena, do no harm, but mind your own business. Mind your business. Exactly. So, all right. Well, that's Trump. When in danger or in doubt, run in circles, scream and shout. Do-da. 12:45. Kristen from Uncover the News had a question. Trump growing more incoherent as pressure from Harris mounts. Will he crack under pressure on live TV? I assume you mean more than he already has. Whew. All right, Dumpy. He's going to be on stage. Well, I mean, just at the debate, he's going to be on stage with a woman opponent and a woman of color who was a prosecutor. And he's been complaining. His advisors are saying, do not attack her personally. And he's like, I'm not going to listen to them. I'm going to fire them. I'm going to do what I want. What could go wrong? But is Trump just... It does feel like him buckling after the election. Janelle Espinoza says, I'm so nervous about it. I feel like so much rides on it. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And a lot, to be honest, this could change some people's minds, but it's not. A lot of this is baked in. A lot of this stuff is baked in. So, oh, wait. Dave says, hi, Autumn. I have to introduce my new wife, Gail. Hello, Gail, who is also my ex-wife. Well, congratulations. Daw. Okay. He's going to say awful stuff. He's going to lie about. He's already lying about Kamala Harris. He's already. They're already making stuff up. And they are. She must be removed from office. She must never be allowed to be in office because of her choice of paper clips. Yeah. King of Swords, Three of Swords, Three of Cups, Nine of Wands, Hermit. He is very, they talk about people having a staff, and sometimes they say people have handlers. Trump has handlers. Galactic Gale. Oh, hello. Galactic Gale. Trump has handlers, sorry. And they have to corral him and his moods and into something vaguely coherent, and they're going to be very, very busy, and they are hiding stuff. They are hiding they're hiding some of the things Trump is saying. They're hiding some of the things he's using for energy. In my opinion, what do I know? Just entertainment only YouTube. Entertainment only YouTube. And that's now, but I just keep getting he's going to lose, and then he's going to be beaten up and to walk away. And this is when Trump is going to mentally buckle. It's when he loses the election, and he has to face being sentenced. He has to he doesn't get the free pass from the Supreme Court. When the Supreme Court stops fast tracking his requests, and on and on. And I can't wait. It's going to be glorious. Okay. At 1720, Angelica A. JD Vance was in my hometown, and this was from yesterday, so it's rolled over. But okay, so JD Vance was recently in Angelica's hometown. He was at the border, but did not interact with reporters. Reporters did not appreciate this snub. Was JD Vance unliked by U.S. border agents too? I like that. I didn't like him. Reporters didn't like him. Did U.S. border agents not like him? He's not a really likable guy. He's really not. Yeah, I did some donuts, some glazed or whatever makes sense. Look, I know some people aren't into sweets. I understand. I don't understand that, but I think it has to do with brain chemistry. I think some people get a rush and a lift from the sugar and fat, the bliss point, that whole thing. I think some people don't, so they prefer they get some kind of rush from, say, the fat that's in good cheese or something like that. But that's just disconnect. Bethany says, "Oh no, I heard donuts." KR says, "Sugar addiction is real." Lewis says, "I have an insatiable sweet tooth." Lisa K says, "My sweet tooth is genetic." DLC says, "The border agents are also another group supporting Republicans who do nothing." Yeah, the Republicans do not help them do their job, exactly. And Guamzilla just says, "Don't know." My local Dunkin' doesn't carry vegan donuts, so I have to get lucky at the grocery store. Yeah, he thinks he's slick. He thinks he's. I mean, I gotta tell you, having written novels, and I have, I can't even imagine what it would be like to have a movie made out of one of the stories I wrote. And the book he wrote was a Mary Sue, in a sense, a Mary Sue version of his life. Where things are hard, but everyone else is at fault, and he's just the precious, anyway. So it's got to be a head rush to make all that money, to have big name actors playing the characters in your book or part of your family. But you're, it's, yeah, I mean, you did well. You did the work, but you just got in with the rich people. Congratulations. You're trying to go out there and talk your disconnected. Let's face it, some of the super wealthy, the way they talk, so disconnected from reality, completely disconnected from reality. And this is the Five of Swords, adding insult to injury. Now that you're in with the big guys, nobody likes him. Nope. Valerie Cravette said, I only made it halfway through. My used bookseller wouldn't even buy it back. Ouch. Valerie Cravette, I like that. JD, the Mary Sue of politics. Yeah. Whew. Lewis is pointing out that, yes, you need ID to buy bread. Yes, of course, don't you? Doesn't everyone need, you have to show ID in order to buy bread? Anyway. Oh, Alexa. It's been 3 years since I had my weight loss surgery. I'm doing wonderful. 105 pounds off and staying off. That is hard. That is hard. Bless you. Well done. A lot of hard work. Anyway. All right, let's move on to Lola Getz had a question. 2245, a good suggestion. I mean, nobody from the Harris campaign is going to be watching this, but we'll throw it out there in the ether. Will the Harris-Walz campaign make a commercial about what was actually going on 4 years ago, since Orangina keeps pushing the "are you better off than you were 4 years ago" narrative? Please do, because the answer to that is a resounding yes. Oy. Oh, it got blurry. I must have had bad internet for a second. Sorry. All right. The Harris-Walz campaign. By the way, I did buy a sweatshirt and a hat. And still haven't arrived. I'm guessing they're backlogged. I don't know. A little frustrating. Okay. 4 years ago, how many people were still just staying home all the time? How many people were still losing family? Oh, Charles, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you. People were home. It's only in the last 4 years that we've been able to get out. 8 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Hanged Man. I think people know. She's definitely bringing the truth. The campaign is definitely bringing the truth. There's so many Democrats signing up to vote and Republicans who are a lot, let's say at least a lot weaker, a lot less likely to vote, if not vote for Harris. She's doing very well. And Queen of Wands to be the people around Trump. They know what's going on and they can see Trump flailing. So, Tristris, where did you get your black pumpkin shirt? Oh, my Hello Pumpkin sweatshirt? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. It's going to go back up to 90 this week, so I can't really break that stuff out yet. Oh well. All right. Try Amazon. I get most of my stuff from Amazon. I get most of everything from Amazon. And I share this tip with anybody who, if you have the opportunity, my credit is just good enough that I was able to get I pay my credit card off every month, and I got a Visa Amazon Prime credit card through Chase, and I get cash back that I can send directly to Amazon. And so throughout, I buy everything because I don't have a car. I don't really go out, so I get so much delivered, and so I buy as much as I can through that, and then I get cash back, and I save that up throughout the year. I just leave it, I let it sit there, and that's how I pay for Christmas. So I know that's a long way around. I just wanted to mention that if anybody has, the pieces would fall in line for you to be able to do something like that. Yeah, cash back is how I pay for Christmas. So Cynthia Keefe says, same here. Oh, do you have the same, you do the same thing exactly? So Trish, awesome, thank you. Okay, good. Guamzilla says, I have Halloween clothes for every day in October. Mimi's watching under an electric blanket. Will you just stay warm? Beth says, it's not 90 again. I know. Lex is asking, what am I going to be for Halloween? That's the real question. Usually I play a character. But I don't think I'm going to do that this year. It's right up on this election, and Lisa says, I do too, Autumn, and I can get coupons. Coupon. Excuse me. Coupons? Did you say coupons? Where? What kind of coupons? And Susan loves to plan. I do the same too. Excellent. Artsy Girl Marilyn says it's 97 in San Diego. Oh man. So, yeah. I might just be a sassy version of myself. I might just try to embody the like a JD Vance's worst nightmare. Instead of trying to be a character, I might just be thumbing my nose at MAGA. That might just be embrace my inner make MAGA mad again. I don't know. Just by my existing. Anyway. Alexa, Amazon Prime. Ooh. Okay. All right. Oh, bless you, Cynthia, taking care of your mom. Bless you. Lady Eva, yeah, the ultimate catless cat lady. Or, in my case, the double cats. 2925. Jane was asking about 2930. Jane was asking about, will the Democrats maintain control of the Senate? Will Democrats maintain control of the Senate? Please. We've had enough of the patriarchy. Thank you very much. Please vote. Please vote. Deb Mason says, I paid for half a cruise for 3 using the same thing. Oh, excellent. Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords. So this is good. This is good. This is good. Keeping Republicans, keeping their nonsense at bay. Some truth here. Now, on the right, they will be fighting back to try to stop. But will they have the power? It's a Knight of Wands that's taking action to stop the Democrats' agenda. Oh, DLC. I understand. I do that too. Democrats controlling the Senate. Please, oh please, oh please. And if anybody is removed from the Supreme Court, then we would be able to get some decent people on there. Page of Wands. All right, that is we want the Republicans and MAGA in particular to be weaker. So Page, yes. All right, they have a plan, but we have hope. King of Pentacles. That is a prominent Republican right in the middle, but I've got the Queen of Swords with the Five of Pentacles, which is women are sick of this kind of garbage, and we're going to vote in large numbers. My understanding is, though, it's not necessarily great numbers-wise. Cynthia O'Keefe says we've got to control both to get things done. 100%. Isn't it because of who's up for election in the Senate? Aren't we at a disadvantage? I hope not, but oh gosh, Dylan, thank you so much. Oh bless. Oh bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Anything, if my being here helps in any way, helps anything in any way, I want to help you. I mean, I want to share and help everyone here understand that you're not isolated, you're not alone, and we are all connected, and there's divine energy, and there's good in the world, and that's really important. Thank you. And I hope you feel better. I really do. All right. Oh, thank you, Lady Eva. You help me keep my sanity. All right. Thank you, Donna. It's not a runaway success for the Democrats in the Senate, but there's a chance. So fingers crossed. I mean, there's because what I was hearing a few months ago was no way, no how. And there's a chance. It's a relaxed Sunday. We're chit-chatting a little more than usual. But that's good. Alexa says, I'm here for every one of you guys anytime you need. Oh, bless you, Alexa. That's the spirit. Okay. Yeah, we've got to make sure that they are out of options, because Supreme Court justices vote like your vote is going to determine who appoints the next Supreme Court justice, or plural. Queen of Cups, Nine of Cups. We're all over it. We are all over it. So fingers crossed, please. Okay. All right, at 35:15, Nettie had a question. 35:20. Okay. At 35:20. Now that Jack Smith has changed the charges of the DC case to Dumpy pressuring Pence to not count the vote and the fake electors plot, will Jack Smith succeed in getting Donald J. Virginia Trump put into prison? Jack succeed on jail time. Yes, Evelyn Hartman, our freedom is on the line. Absolutely. Clink. Clunk. Closed. Chunk, you know, those big metal bars, doors. Chunk. Locked. Pam gifted 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, okay, this is a good point. Chris Cole, hang on. Chris Cole said, since half of the senators are elected every 2 years, the variations can be up and down. 2024 is a less advantageous year for Dems, but we're going to win anyway. Let's do that. And yes, I'm with you, Louis. Yeah. CC Ryder, hey, it's been a minute. Hello. Missed you. CBS, prosecutors maintained 4 counts that Trump previously faced, including conspiracy to defraud the United States, but limited evidence and removed 1 unnamed individual, Jeffrey Clark. Yeah, that's what Trump's big old Supreme Court thing did for him. Woohoo! Whew. Thank you. I've got negativity here. Trump is running out of options and stuff, what he can do to get away from consequences of his own actions. An institution, which is where we want to see Trump, in an institution like a prison. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Burdened. He is burdened. If he was treated like everyone else, this wouldn't even be a question. I do have him seriously hemmed in and serious legal jeopardy, legal pain. It's minor arcana, but it's there. Rick Talley says 1/3 of the senators are elected every 2 years to do a 6-year term. Thank you. Energy's not clear. The only reason Trump is still swanning around is because a lot of people have sold their souls for money and power. He was the president. We have to give him extra. No, we don't. To those who are given great power, they are given great responsibility. They are supposed to use it wisely. This is the country and women voters. And no, we're done. We're done. He's an R word. I don't want to trigger anybody. It's the reason I'm not using that word. But he is an adjudicated R word and a fraud. He has 34 felony convictions ahead of him, and he took children away from their parents. He doesn't just deserve to be in prison. He deserves to legally be in an oubliette. You know, on the floor, you lift up the and just chunk. Exactly, Deborah Johnson. Because he was a president, he should be held to a higher standard. Yes. Oh, thank you, CC Ryder. Thank you. Yep. Excellent. Thank you. Now, listen, the president is supposed to set the example. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, MKLB. I didn't even mention the stolen classified documents. I guess I have to say allegedly for that one. But we saw their eyes. We saw. And okay. All right. All right. I'll move on. At 41 minutes in, Anna, is it Grenache? Asks, will Michael Cohen be pardoned? Let's see. Rick Talley says, have you ever seen an oubliette? They are scary. Well, yeah. And you fear drowning. I mean, it's just not nice. And I said legally, not literally. Held accountable. Michael Cohen. Hey, Michael Cohen, are you going to be pardoned? I haven't seen him on Midas Touch as much. Are you going to be pardoned? Adding insult to injury. He was, yeah, it's ridiculous that he's served a sentence, been through all of this. It's been years, and Trump still hasn't even done the, fine. Anyway, 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. There's Star of the Hope, but there's the Knight of Wands as well. I mean, he has enough visibility, but I don't know that he has the allies, the particular allies he would need to get a pardon. I don't know. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can go through this at speed. I know poor Chris Cole has been asking me this for days, and it just kept others. I was trying to get to a point where I had the time and the space to really answer this question, but I know some people. Anyway, the question is, with Uranus in retrograde, will retrograde Uranus specifically affect WordSalad Dumpy this month? Okay. I'm going to make this as clear and as fast as I can. Share screen. I pulled up his chart. There it is. I think that's it. Yeah, I pulled up his chart right now. This is Trump's chart. And you see that red? It looks like an arrow, like an arrowhead, like pointing at me. Do you see that? Okay, that's being caused by the transits. That's where the planets are in the sky. And when you've got a red line, that usually means they're at like 90. It means they're at 9. Often they're at 90 degrees, like just like this, 90 degrees, which is rubbing up against each other. Not they're irritating each other, right? And these are, so Uranus is at the very, very top. It looks like an H with a bauble hanging down. That is square Dumpy's Mars, his taking force, his action. And Uranus, as you know, it spins sideways. The axis is sideways. It's not pirouetting around the sun like the rest of the planets. It's like a bowling ball. And there's random chaotic energy that comes off of it, thinking outside the box, on the unexpected, Also, technology can be involved. Humanitarianism, which, is like kryptonite to Trump. So all of that unexpected energy, all that unusualness is grinding up against every action that Trump takes, which is Mars, which is where you take the action. God of war, you get up and you fight and you do your thing. He also has Mercury, the way he speaks, is transiting right over his ascendant. Ascendant is how you present yourself, how you look to the world. And so right now he's yammering. He's yammering a lot. And we're seeing a lot of him, which isn't good for him. Uranus is where it is right now. It's moving backwards. So it's been irritating every action he tries to take. It's done that before, but now it's like backing up and just double checking and making sure it covered everything to really not undermine, but really shake up, make sure everything is nice and shaken before it moves forward. But the thing is that as it moves forward again, once it goes direct, it moves forward, it's not just squaring his Mars, it's going to square his ascendant too. So all of that unexpected energy, all of that bolts out of the blue technology and all this unexpected and humanitarian and all this energy, it's going to grind up against how he presents himself. It's not great. Not great. With his Mercury on his ascendant, it's actually square the line at the bottom, which is it's called the IC. It's Latin. If you want to know, the midheaven and the IC, midheaven is MC. I don't know why they're still using the Latin, because most people don't know what it means, but the IC is imum celi. You don't need to know that. It's like, why are we still using that? Nobody knows what that means, but it's his home life. We won't see it, but this is causing him to run his mouth, and his being out in the world and how he's being seen is messing with his home life. We won't see that, so I'm not paying much attention to it. So anyway, that's what's going on with Uranus. And I hope that made sense without being too much. Imum celi. And the midheaven in the Latin, medium celi. It's the midheaven. Let's just call it the midheaven. Anyway, a lot of chaotic energy. Okay. Sandy Miller says, you explain astrology in a way I can understand. You've taught me so much. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you. All right. Let us move on. Cato had a question. Oh, poor widow Dumpy. On Saturday, Trump made remarks that the 25th Amendment should be modified to include removing an unloyal vice president. Oh, someone not 100% going along with your criming, or at least not as obviously, because don't forget, don't let the media convince you that Pence was some kind of superhero on January 6th. He opened a lot of doors to a lot of the MAGA states, causing problems. So anyway, thank you, Guangzhou. Anyway, so Trump wants the 25th Amendment modified to include removing an unloyal vice president. But is he thinking of using that on Vance if he's elected? Vance, how do you think you got that job? Why does JD Vance think that there was an opening for that job? Look, I realize, money's tight. We're all doing the best we can. But if you're offered a job even with lots of perks. But the last person who had it, there was an angry mob storming the Capitol building of the United States, chanting for hours for your predecessor to be are you going to be like, oh yeah, I want to work for that, I want that to be my boss? Dear great Gussie, yeeks. All right. Yeah, old Silver, they built a gallows. Yeah. So anyway, so is Trump just mad about Pence, or is he have plans for Vance? Oh, dear great Gussie. Sorry, there was a siren. And bless whoever needed that emergency vehicle. He's keeping Vance weak on purpose. Vance thinks he's going to get more power than he is, and he's so not. Matter of fact, he's going to end up with a deficit because Trump's going to lose. I really do believe that, and which means Vance is going to lose, and Vance has no moral core, none, and now everybody knows that. It's out in the cold for him. But Trump isn't going to get a chance to do any of this. There's a big old temperance card there against this kind of, we don't do that here. Talk about un-American. Yeah, we're not, we're Americans. We don't change parties with what Trump has in mind. So, all right. Yeah, good luck. Trump is so awful. All right, at 53 minutes in, what's next? Oh, Lola Get. Let's go into some good energy. At 53:10, is Pete Buttigieg planning a future run for governor of Michigan? He and his family have lived there since 2016. He'd be so good for as governor. He really would. Zedekus, I hear, do you get your charts? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm sorry. Trust me, where I get my charts. If you want a good transit chart for free, astro-seek is the best website. I love astro.com, but they when they give you a transit chart, they won't show you the aspects the planets are making to the chart. They just show the aspects within the original chart. What's the point? So you've got to sit there and manually figure out. Please. It's 2024. Astro-seek. All right. Pete Buttigieg. Good guy. Absolutely good guy. Way it should be. And the energy here isn't as strong as I want it to be. I mean, he's great. Of course, some people would be against him because they're bigoted. He's great. Wherever he goes, he's going to do a great job. But he's got. I don't know that he's going in this direction. maybe in future, maybe someday. Mark is saying Pete for president in 2032. I'm down for that. Heck yeah. Artsy Girl Marilyn says, I love Buttigieg. And the irony of that name, considering the Buddha would not. Just kidding. Anyway. This kid's asking, what about a Senate seat? Well, throw that in the questions tomorrow before I come on, please. That would be good. But yeah, I've got a justice card here. He's got other stuff to do. Knight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, Six of Cups, King of Pentacles. I'm not seeing it in the cards here. So, Raymond, you were awesome. Anyway. Okay. And at 56:30, Pam L had a great question. 56. Actually, there's only one question left after this. I think I might clear the board. I get all your questions done today. That was good. Pam L is asking, will the ERA, the Equal Rights Amendment, which my mother fought for back in the 70s, thank you very much, will the ERA finally be put in the Constitution? The ERA is up to Congress now that 38 states have ratified it. Representative Carolyn B. Maloney, a Democrat from New York, is trying to get it for a vote. Even though the time window is closed, will she be successful? Yeah, that's the only problem. Equal Rights Amendment, please. Pluto digging up everything in Aquarius is a good time for it. Very good time for it. Well, cards are not horrible. We have been through enough. We have dealt with the inequality and the, go. It's never a bad day to go rewatch 9 to 5. And any day with Dolly Parton is a good day. But yeah, we know where we came from. We know what we've put up with. Page of Wands, even, they were treated second class and small, even though we've got the energy and the brains and all this stuff. I've got the disappointment, Page of Swords, but we've slowly eked out more and more power. This would be a lot of women who have a lot to say, and this is both women and Democrats and allies fighting for the rights of all women. I've got some good energy here. Fingers crossed. It's not going to be easy, though. But Pluto and Aquarius, good time to make some changes. Okay. All right. Okay, so I do have one more question, and then the decks will be clear for tomorrow for more of your questions. At 59:30, Lisa Kay was saying that attorney John Laro stated he was, quote unquote, directed by Justice Thomas, to challenge Jack Smith's position as special counsel. Questioned by Chutkan, and I heard about this, he retracted his statement because he said that, well, I was directed by Thomas to challenge this. And Chutkan said, really? You talked directly to Justice Thomas. You spoke directly to Justice Thomas, who told you to question this to me. He's like, no, not directly. How exactly did he direct you? So, but the question is, did Thomas maybe actually direct him? I wouldn't put anything past Thomas. Maria Ashley says, that's a good question. You guys bring the fire. Sabine Winter. And another lawyer goes down the drain. Yes. Well, yes, that is the sound of what's his name? Attorney John Laro circling the drain. Yeah, how chummy are you? Well, what Thomas said in his ruling about Trump having some kind of immunity garbage, that Trump saw it as a huge win. King of Swords, his lawyer's trying to do something about it, but no, not really. So now they're waiting for the ship to come in. They're trying to spin it, but it's not going to work. I'm not getting direct. No, I'm not getting. I don't think they're phoning each other directly. I don't think it's that close. I think this guy overstated, because I don't know. He might be a bad attorney because he's one of Trump's attorneys. A day ending in day. All right. This is so much fun. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It is 1:10 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I will be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Sarah might be on for a little bit today. And if you have any spare good energy to send to her and her family, please do. But hopefully she'll be on this afternoon, and things will just improve, and everything can go on, go forward. So anyway, yeah, so I'll be over there. And other than that, I know Petty Boots is on tonight because it's Sunday. Does anybody know what channel that's on? Because I can't remember. Sorry. And other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. And I'll be right here on Tuesday. I'll do the normal show, and I'm also coming on in the evening for the debate. So mark your calendars. You can be in a chat where you can actually read it. It's not going 8 million miles an hour. And be here with friends. Watch with friends. All right. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. As far as the cats, that little lump right there, that's Boo Boo. And then Alfie is sleeping, probably in the other room. So yeah, it's prime nap time of day. So other than that. And B. Smith thinks it might be Jen Lynn's channel. Okay, excellent. Jen Lynn Tarot. Yes, thank you. All right. You're not alone. We're in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.